Hey, we're back. The Coon
Prairie Ramblers. Wait a minute now.
Oatmeal cream pie rambler.
What's the matter for you?
Yeah, the juveniles.
Something going on in your
We're
mind.
going to continue on with the week that was.
And I got a question
Yeah.
for Brother Luke.
I didn't do it.
Well, what do they do? Block off that road that comes off of the highway going down to the park, and then you stand out there and collect money, or what? What's the dealio?
They get you with the money as you come down the hill there and make the curve around to the left. They direct you on in, and on that straightaway where the Women's Club and the American Legion is, where they're waiting to get your money right there.
And then they got other people that help
then
them park.
they direct you into the park area where all the trees and the benches and stuff are,
Okay.
and you swoop back around up towards the ramp, and you park all down there. And also, you go out on that end too. They can direct you out, but they got people. It must have had a dozen people out there. Or so
Yeah, they got this look on their face like, we want money.
How much
That's right.
did it cost to park?
Parking was free.
Oh,
I think they charge
so
you to
you
get
paid
in.
like if it's 5 people, you.
Well, what you do, you pull in, you say, I'm a vendor. So they let you through.
That's what Mel did, and he didn't vend anything. he owes the DeSoto County Historical Society.
Well, you know what?
$2.
This is the first time I ever, that Norma pulled up there and she says, you owe me $25.
Now,
$25.
This is the first time I ever had to pay $25.
That's for all them years you've been
to vend.
You've been taking them.
Well, what they would always do is they say, you give us a book, and you get it. You can have a
book.
book.
They're tired of your books. They got a whole collection of them at the house, and it's the same book.
8 years worth of books.
They got 40 volumes of the same thing.
But you also sold strawberry jam.
Yeah, but I didn't sell a single book this year. This
Y'all
is
had
the
that
first year I didn't sing a
And
single.
you had a big logo over there. We be jamming.
We be jamming.
Oh, yeah.
I bought some
We undersold
guava
all
jelly
the
out
other.
Who was selling
from
the guava?
Lois Tyner.
Oh, she was selling
Yeah.
guavas.
Little
Oh, so
pints.
many people asked for guava. Man, if we would have had guava.
Oh,
we'd
that's
have
what
been
everybody wants
rich.
because you can't get it in stores. Well, you can.
We'd be sitting
But
in
it doesn't
Cancun
even
right
taste
now
like-
if we had guava with
The
it.
guava jelly you buy in the stores, use that Palmetto brand or one of those.
Or
and
guava paste or whatever.
It doesn't even taste like guava jelly.
No.
So what was your shortcomings as a parker?
I don't know. What he did when he came up differently was he was asking them, are you parking or are you exiting? That's the only thing.
How do you exit?
Well, you keep going the same direction as where you park, but they just direct you on right back on out.
I was going to say, I hope you don't have to cross that old bridge.
I thought I did pretty good. If people wanted to back out of a spot near me, I'd hold up the
did you have a
traffic
lot
and
of
bring them out.
flair? Did you,
A flare? No,
Like the spinners?
I didn't wear my pink tutu, if that's what you're asking. No. I wore a vest, but I didn't have an orange one or a green one.
you give any fancy directions? Or like,
I could have let
spin
you
around?
roll one.
Maybe they got tired of me telling them where to go. That might have been it.
Maybe
But I failed miserably, so they needn't ask me to do that again next year.
Yeah.
But it was a good day. It was clear weather.
Well,
Last
if you had
year,
your choice, what job would you want?
I don't know.
I think
A rib taster.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to vend?
It costs $25.
I think next year
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
we should set up a Coon Prairie Rambler table and record, not necessarily for everybody there to actually hear, but record a segment
That we can
for the
use.
Coon Prairie Ramblers, and we can kind of feed off what's going on, and maybe call a couple of people over there.
And charge them $25 to come talk on radio.
Right.
Yeah,
Get your picture taken. We'll pose with them for $5.
Yeah. We can pose any way you want.
No,
Well, speak for
I
yourself.
won't say that.
Now, you go ahead.
Okay, you can pose any way you want.
That
There you
might
go.
work better.
Well, it was a good day. Well, tell us about your week. What did you have up your sleeve besides your elbow?
My week was pretty tame.
You got a project going on at your house out there.
My
your
drums,
drums.
my smokers.
What
He's
about this?
dancing. He's
Yeah,
marching to the tune of his own
I
drum.
sent a picture of, I told you all this last week, is that I'm trying to
We got a short
grind the
memory.
heads off of those drums. And I sent a picture to my son because he's done it before.
Right.
I've sat and watched him do it. And I said, man, when you do it, it just seems to go like no problem. I said, I don't know what I'm doing different. He said, you're grinding them off.
Right.
He said, I use a cutoff wheel. And I just cut right around it. And he said, it just slices through there like hot knife through butter.
Where do you get a cutoff wheel? That's a special tool.
You can go about anywhere, to a Tractor Supply or one of these auto supply stores. So yesterday afternoon late, Kathy went to, what's the little hardware store out there by Goodwill?
Do it best.
Do it the best. and she bought me a couple of cutoff wheels. And I tried it for just a minute. In about a minute, I'd cut off more than I had ground off in the previous week.
Seriously.
So I need to get her this afternoon and finish it off.
Right tool for the right job.
And then I got the fun part of this whole thing is I'll drill some holes in the side for air ventilation. And then I'll build this giant fire.
Ooh.
I love a good fire.
Amen,
It's
brother.
contained like that with I don't like
It's
building
infectious.
fires, but yeah.
Pyromaniac, you heard it
will
here
be
first.
cool. I love fires. When I was a kid, we used to do, and now they call them controlled burns, but we used to just burn the pastures off like once a
control
year.
burns.
And
Get the cows out
we
first.
always disc a fire break
Right.
all the way around the
Right there
pasture.
at the
We
fence
wanted to
line.
burn, yeah. Then we go out there with these not a smudge pot, it's like an oil pot, and as you hold it down, it drips fire like from oil, I guess,
Oh,
from
yeah.
kerosene or bunker C or something. And we'd walk around there and just make a fire and burn it out.
And it burns towards it. It burns us towards the center. It burns itself
Yeah,
out
so
that
you
way.
kind of control it a little bit better that
Yeah.
way.
You don't do it on a windy day either.
And they still do that when they're fighting these fires. They back burn them.
That's exactly right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They tried that when Arcadia burned in 1905, but it
How to
didn't
back
work.
burn it?
Yeah, they even tried dynamiting in between the buildings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
back.
wouldn't want to watch the town burn, but I would like to have seen that.
That must have been a hot glow.
Oh boy, yeah, because I can remember sitting there watching the packing house across from a country gentleman burn, and I mean you're what 2 lanes and a parking lot away from it.
It was hot, wasn't it?
I mean, it would burn you. I mean, it was freaking hot.
Ain't no way to fight that. Just let it go and try to contain it.
Yeah, because a lot of that's fat lighter.
It's a wonder it didn't jump over there and get the funeral home and everything else.
But
Well, not the funeral home, but them other buildings.
that's my biggest
next
week.
block
It
over.
was. I need to go home and finish whacking on that.
Hey, one thing about that Pioneer Day,
Yeah.
Marty Dow told me there was no sweet tea
That
That-
can't be.
That's a shame.
in the no sweet tea, and there was no corn,
The swamp cabbage guy didn't show up either.
no swamp cabbage.
What kind of Pioneer Day is
That's-
that?
Wow.
It's supposed to be gator bites, and I heard there
Well-
wasn't those either.
Maybe next year the Coon Prairie Ramblers will
Yeah.
be selling swamp
Sweet tea.
cabbage and sweet tea.
Hey, we could
There
have
you go.
sweet tea. We could have a whole thing of sweet tea right there.
Yep.
And we could make enough money that we can go to Cozumel.
Right, there you go.
You know, I don't drink anymore. I used to drink sweet tea like it was
Water.
water. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really did. And I had to quit because I drank it too much. And my wife, when she makes a gallon of sweet tea, bless her heart, she puts 2 cups of sugar
That's right.
in a gallon
It's
of sweet tea.
not semi-sweet.
I'm talking knock you off your feet sweet. I mean, it is sweet as molasses. I mean, and when was it?
Those molasses.
I'm making some new kombucha, which is
Oh.
another story. But I had her make me up a gallon of tea. And I said, don't make it quite as sweet as what you normally do. Make it with just maybe a cup and a half of sugar. So she made a cup and a half of sugar. And then yesterday we were going somewhere, and she had one of those stainless steel tumblers with her. And I thought it was water.
Uh-oh.
And I grabbed it and
Took
took
a big
sip
old
off
swig.
of it, and it was sweet tea, which was good. Don't get me wrong, it was great. And I asked her, I said, man, that sweet tea is perfect. She said, well, that was a leftover of that gallon of sweet tea she made with a 1.5 cup. But the thing about sweet tea is if you don't drink it that day, the next day it's going to be a little bit sweeter than it was the day before. Hey,
Yeah.
that sounds a good word for a song.
Every
Sweet.
day with sweet tea is sweeter than the day before.
All right. Well,
Also, there was no kettle corn
no,
at the Pioneer Day.
kettle
Kettle
corn.
No
corn,
kettle
yeah.
corn.
Was there any elote?
Elote?
Well,
Say,
that's not a
what day?
Pioneer thing. But
Buckwheat say lote. No, he say okay. He say okay.
well, we got to go make
Okay.
some money so
Okay.
we can buy some sweet tea.
Segment 2 is already down the tube, so we're going to have to say farewell for a few. Y'all go tinkle and come on back, and we'll make some more racket for
Don't
you.
sprinkle when you tinkle.
That's right.